Hi, it's me. It's me. Okay, so 2 fun facts about me. One is that I was an art student for 3 years. 2 is that I'm not very good at makeup, but I kind of like doing it. So what I've been wanting to do is paint something, but I can't because there's dogs in my house that I did not consent to being here. It's a long story, and honestly it happens more often than you'd think. So what I'm gonna do, or what I've been doing, is a little bit of digital art. That tends to be the case. I don't prefer doing digital art to traditional art, but sometimes I just have to. It's nice and abstract. This is like the kind of work that I enjoy doing. Since being at college and doing art, I have been leaning towards more abstract work, but we'll maybe get into that later. But what I want to do is try to paint on my face, and I've got all these lovely what are they called eyeliners. What are they called? Oh my god, the eyeliners that you put wet in and they get wet. Them. I have a bunch of them that I don't use because I'm not very adventurous with my makeup, but I'm trying to be more. So let me find some inspiration photos. I'm gonna try and recreate something similar to the art like that. I have another piece that I'll show you. It's on the screen now. We'll see. Who is barking? That's not one of my dogs. Also someone's trimming the hedges or something. Very soft. That is kind of giving like the colour scheme of the art that I made. But I'm thinking more across the eyes rather than the full face at this point, because like I said, I'm not skilled. That's stunning. I love that, like I love the scribbly vibes. Beats by Deb, she does a lot of this stuff where it's kind of like a mask along her face, but I'm thinking not as harsh lines, like a little bit more flowy. That's the idea. We'll see if it plans out. This is just going to be a fun little experiment, and we're just going to have fun doing it, because that's what life's all about, having fun, trying new things, having fun doing it. So let's get started. So I've got this palette by, it's Lynn's Makeup Looks, Blend Bunny and Glisten Cosmetics, and this is like all, what is it called? Wet liner. It's a bit of a mess. I have used it, but I have used it. More brushes, because I don't know where my, never mind. I was gonna say I don't know where my makeup spray went, but there's some here. This isn't what I need, but there's some here. I think what I need to do, I'm not watching like a tutorial or anything, which maybe I should be, but I think what I need to do is kind of prime and make a base for this area. I've got this white face paint, and I don't know if that's going to be any use. Like if I should maybe put that on before, and then it's kind of like a blank canvas, or if I should just like use concealer. I might start actually doing some makeup in a minute. So I'm going to start with just some concealer, I think, and like just kind of put it over my eyes and everything as kind of a base, because I don't have like an eyeshadow base, an actual one, which might be a problem. This is Make Face palette by Beauty Bay. Most of my makeup is by Beauty Bay. Not like for any reason. It's either by Beauty Bay or I bought it from Beauty Bay, just because it's an easy little marketplace. They're not paying me to say that. that's just the fact. This is the angle I'm going with right now, because I feel like this is better to see. When people do like a lot of eyeshadow, they tend to do it like first. You know what I mean? They do the eyeshadow before anything else, which makes so much sense, because then if you do it wrong, you don't have to like wipe it off entirely. But I never do, and then I end up hating my eyeshadow and I end up wiping it off entirely. So maybe I should, oh god, maybe I should like take that into consideration. I don't know if I should be setting this. Well, I'm putting powder on top of it, so. Love that I'm doing this all with my fingers. I think I'm like under pressure because I'm doing it on camera as well. I know a little bit what I'm doing. Don't be fooled. I think what I'm gonna do is just go over it with a white eyeshadow, because when I do the painting, it's on a white canvas. And I am white, I'm quite pale, but I'm not pure white, you know? I'm not pure paper white. yet. So I'm gonna use this brush and just kind of like. I also keep looking. The whole video I'm probably gonna be staring at the monitor because oh, my light went out. I literally didn't prime or anything, or even I didn't even moisturize before I did this. I'm setting myself up for failure. Look how scaly I am. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. It adds texture, and that's one of the things that I love in art is texture. So we're fine. What I've done is I ended up using some of the face paint, and oh my god, I look so fucking freaky. I basically have just been splotting it on and then setting it with like eyeshadow. In terms of the eyebrows, I was thinking maybe I should have like, I don't know why I'm talking like posh. Eyebrows, in terms of the eyebrows. I'm thinking what I should have done is like glued them down or something. But this Glisten Cosmetics Spectra Lash, I have it in rose red and in fuchsia. Fun, didn't know that. I know that they make brow products, but I was thinking, I've done this before, I could just put it on my eyebrows. So I'm gonna do that now. That smells bloody lovely, that does. Can you see? This is a bit brighter, I reckon. This is the fuchsia and this is the rose red. I look like I've been in an accident at a bakery. So I look crazy, but I kind of fuck with it. I think once it all comes together, I'm just a girl having fun in her bedroom. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Sure, my friends are off at university doing things that actually matter, having jobs that make sense, and but are they having as much fun as I am? We're just gonna crack into it, I reckon, because I'm thinking about it too much now. When I do a painting, I tend to just smack stuff down and hope for best. So I'm thinking that's the way I'm gonna approach this. Just lay some colour down and then fix it later. They say in painting, it's, you know, you start with the bigger details and then you refine it as you continue. I'm gonna just smack some eyeshadow down then. I think I'm gonna use this Winnie. It looks so orange on the camera. It's not that orange, it's a little bit more of a softer pink in real life. That's from the Lynn's Blend Bunny eyeshadow palette. Look at me, all professional, telling you stuff and whatnot. Where's my brush? I found it. I was sat on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna smack it down. Don't think about it. Why are we thinking? Who's thinking? Because not me. Ooh. My worry is that it might end up looking a bit muddy if I add so many colours. That's just the one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about. The colour yellow plays a big part in this, and that scares me a bit because I don't know if I have a palette that really has a nice yellow on it. I have this this is a Beauty Bay X Nick Tutorials palette, and this is it's a little bit like bright. But I think I can work with it. I believe in myself. Okay, yeah, why not? I'm gonna go in with this blue that's in the same palette and just like kind of smack that down. Oh, look at those creases, that's rank. This is very subtle blue. So I look a bit crazy. I do look a bit crazy. To be fair, there was no way I was going to complete this and not end up looking crazy at the end of it. So I think really I'm winning. I wish I wasn't having a scaly nose. If anyone sees this and you know how to get rid of a scaly nose, probably moisturising, which I haven't done. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Oh, stunning. That is... Oh, I'm really excited. I don't know, you kind of can't see it very well. The scaly nose really detracts from it, I'm just gonna say that. Like, this dry skin is a nightmare. But if you, like, don't look at that, isn't it a bit stunning? I feel like maybe I'm just a bit delusional. A bit. Just a bit. Cute. Am I gonna be the only one that ends up liking this? Because I'm fine with that. That's, you know, that's kind of the point, isn't it? I feel like that's the most important thing with art, is as long as you like it, then who the hell cares what other people think? I could talk about it for hours. I won't. I learned a lot at college, actually, about art, which isn't something I ever thought I'd say. Because it was a really weird experience, but I do think I came out of it with a lot more knowledge about myself as an artist. Because like I said earlier, I never thought that I would get into abstract art. Like, I didn't think that was for me. But now I kind of hate figurative stuff. I don't hate it. It's just not... I do illustrate from time to time. I don't know if anyone knows this, but I kind of have an art account that I sometimes post illustrations on. But it doesn't really bring me as much joy as just, like, sitting down with a canvas and splashing some paint on it does. They're two very different kinds of art, and I don't think that they really can be compared, because even though they're under the same genre of art, they're not, like, the same genre of art, you know? I got really into sort of abstract expressionism, and then my final project at college ended up being a lot more abstract expressionist. It wasn't a painting. For some reason, I got really into embroidery in the last year, and was like, okay, this is what I'm doing with my life now. That's kind of my problem, is that I get really into certain things, and then I'm like, this has changed my life. This is the only thing I ever want to do. And then I do it, and then I never do it again. Like embroidery. I got really into embroidery, and I was like, this is awesome. This is the only thing I'm ever doing for the rest of my life. I'm going to become a textile artist. And then I don't embroider anymore. Like, I from time to time, I'll get back into it. Like, cross-stitch. I love cross-stitch, but there was a time where it was all I could think about, like, genuinely. And I guess that's just on being neurodivergent. So yeah, that's kind of my problem with, like, social media. You kind of have to have a niche, don't you? Or, like, branding is really important. Like, you have to have certain things. And I just can't get into that because I change my mind too often. Like, jobs as well. I have had so many dream jobs that aren't even in the same field. I've wanted to do, like, SFX art and face painting. I've looked into, like, makeup artistry, learning that. Which I don't know if it's a good idea, based on what we're seeing now. But yeah. Then I've also wanted to be a gynecologist. Or a urologist. A dog groomer. I don't even like dogs. But they're so close to enrolling in a course for dog grooming. Because I can't sit still. That's what I always say. And within, like I said, within art, like at college it was so tough because we had to choose a specific medium that we were going to use for each project. And I was like, I can't. And it got to the point where the teacher was just like, yeah, so you don't know what you're doing, that's fine. And I was like, exactly. It's really annoying. I'm making light of it, but it really genuinely pisses me off. We've got something going on here. I think I'm into it. It's giving, like, this type of style that I wanted to get into. I don't know at what point is too much. Like, I just wanted to get a base of colours going, because that is what I do. I get with my paintings, I get a base going. This is a bit muddy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I get a base of colours going, and then I go in with little details, and I just do whatever I feel like. So if I look at it now, am I happy with the distribution of colours? I think I could use some more pink on this side. So I'm gonna go back in with some more pink. It is really just, like, about feeling and trying things and seeing how it feels. Does that make sense? Like, that's how I go about art, is I see it like a puzzle. Like, every art piece that I make is a puzzle that I'm solving, and I have to, like, pick which colours have to go where to make it right, you know? I haven't really done any purple on this. You know what? I'm stupid, because I've been like, oh, I don't really have that many colours in this palette. I might be like a little bit gone. But I've literally got this. So, I don't know why I haven't even delved into this yet. I think it's okay though. I think it's really interesting. Like I said, it's a puzzle. I'm gonna work out how to make it look good, at least to me, while I'm making it, you know? That's fun. That's fun. Don't know why I did that, but that's cool. Yeah, I'm very passionate about art. Can you tell? It is something I think about a lot, and I do really enjoy it. I think a lot of people are worried that when they go into like education of art, that it's going to take the joy away from them, and I can definitely understand that. Like, for a lot of people, it did do that in my course. I know that because you're getting all this input from tutors who who can't really understand what's going on in your head, like the way that you want to create the art, and they're like giving you suggestions, and you just kind of have to be like, yeah, okay. Like, half the time the suggestions my tutors gave me, I would just nod and smile, and then they'd be like, tell me if you don't like it, and I'm like, no, it's fine. And then I just not do it at all. But I didn't do very well at college, so maybe that's why. Maybe I should listen to my tutors more. But yeah, I don't know, I was just vibing, doing my own thing. And it is difficult to grade art, because that's the thing, is the way that it was graded wasn't like based on how good your piece was. It's about the work that you do behind it, the practical, like writing about it, validating why you've chosen to do that and how it relates to the research you're doing, which is a lot. And it's like, you kind of start to think, I didn't get into art for this, but for some reason that's just how it's set out. And yeah, I think you just have to grin and bear it. It's not super enjoyable at all times, but I think you have to kind of find a way to get into it, you know? I don't know if I'm making any sense. Yeah, just, you have to like not listen to them, because like, that's the thing, I'm not really bothered about the grades that I got, because I did end up making some art that I enjoyed, and I didn't go to uni after, so it doesn't really matter. But I did learn a lot about myself as an artist, and who I was, and what kind of art I want to create. And that's you know, that's what matters for me. I'm wondering if we should get some glitter in, or if we should wait. Should we go for it? Should we do some shimmers? Oh, I'm so nervous for some reason. I'm being very vulnerable right now, maybe that's why. You might not be able to see the shimmer. Oh, I look crazy. It's not blended super nicely, but I don't really care. Ooh. I should have done this a long time ago. What if I just went outside like this? A lot of people, not really around here, I don't see a lot of people doing that, but like, you be the change you want to see, right? I don't know if this is the change I want to see though. That's the only thing. If I saw someone out and about like this, what would I think? I'd be like, that's cool, I love that for them. Maybe not exactly like this, because this kind of sucks, but I think once I start adding like shapes, I'm kind of inspired by Kandinsky's work, his abstract work, with the geometric shapes and stuff. I love that. I don't know if you can kind of see that in the painting that I did. It's giving bruise, but honestly I love that. I'm here for like body horror and shit. Let's get into it with the liner now, because my phone's running out of battery. It looks gross. I'm using Smart Water to activate the liners, because that's what I've got on hand, and I don't fancy going to the sink. I've started buying Smart Water because it's the only stuff that they have at Poundland that isn't Nestle, and I do not fucking want to buy Nestle water. You'll look it up. That's an AOA reference.
Does it matter?
Anything but Nestle. Anything but Nestle.
Nestle? What's wrong with Nestle?
Oh, it's a whole thing I could actually talk about for like 2 hours.
And you'll look it up later, yeah.
You'll look it up. I might put the clip in. So where do we start? I think I want to start with like a triangle. I'm gonna have to do swirls at some point, and that's just nerve-wracking. Let's just go for it. Okay. This might be where it ruins everything. Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay. It's giving like vaporwave. You know what I mean? I might see if I have a thinner brush for that. I do. I do. It's a bit spade, but I kind of think maybe that could work to my advantage. If it stays like that, then I feel like I'm okay with it. Like if I just rake this across somewhere, because a lot... You can't really see, but that looks kind of cool. Like a lot of the time I use Procreate and I use like the textured brushes which like have random bits flicking off them anyway. So that's kind of everything. Like yeah. That's what I need more of. Let's do that in like pink. This video is going to be so pointless. I've got like 30 minutes recorded and I have more recordings. Editing it is going to be so fun. Let's do like a little bit just across the nose with this little thin line. Oh, remember when I said thin line? I was thinking about it when I was making this painting, like digitally. Because it's digital, I don't have the same like pressure, or like, it's not really pressure, because I just kind of do what I want anyway. It is a lot different to kind of the idea, like I said, of like solving a puzzle, because I have an undo button and I can do different layers and stuff, whereas in like if I'm painting in real life on a real canvas, I can't just undo things. I have to like actually find a way to make them fit into the piece, which I think is a lot more fun. And that's kind of what I have with this, so that's exciting. Do we get the vision? Do we see the vision? Or does it just look stupid? The thing is, my art probably does look stupid to a lot of people. It only has to make sense to me for me to do it. Oh, should we try swirl? Not with this colour, because I've got a lot of this colour already. Let's do a bit darker blue, because that's what it is on the actual thing. Should we try... this is like too big of a brush to be trying a swirl with, but let's just do it. So that's a G, which I'm okay with, but I'd like it to not be. Okay, I'm okay with that. Like, it's a bit jaggedy, but like that's everything. It's giving kind of Coraline vibes. Okay, why did I do that? That's fine, whatever. Like I said, there's no mistakes here. It's all just art. I'm really having so much fun. Like, this is so much fun. It's painting but on my face. Let's do some dots. Or some dashes. Either way. Yes. This is how, yeah. This is how I get so excited when I make this kind of art, because it's just like, I see it coming together and I'm like, ah, yes! I love it. I'm having so much fun. I have this like little nibby brush, so let's see what I can do with that. Cute! Oh, I'm so excited. Let's do some dots. Yeah, some swirls. Okay. Some swirls. I'm here for swirlies. Cute. I'm getting like aggressively excited now. That was an accident, but I fuck with it. Ooh, exciting. Wait, oh my gosh, this is everything to me. Why haven't I done this sooner? I'm so excited. This is so cool. Goodness, oh my goodness. Beautiful. I'm gonna try another swirly on this side, because on the painting there's like a swirl, like two big kind of swirls. So let's try a swirly. Yeah? Let's like try and clean it up a little bit. I kind of like unswirled that, but it looks cool, so I don't really care. This is so beautiful, do you not think? I think it's really gorgeous. Here's something fun. I've been completely on this side of the frame the entire video. Cool. That's awesome. That's gonna suck, and I'm just gonna apologise for that. I'm just gonna apologise for the fact that I've been completely on this side. That is my bad. I should have been in the centre. Pretty. I really encourage, if you're seeing this, I really encourage you to, first of all, just make art. Any art. But get a piece of paper and some paint or pencils or pens and just like doodle. Just have some fun, just blot, or even makeup. Just put some makeup on it and just go blah, 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 blah. It is so like freeing, and because you don't have to worry about it being perfect or anything. And you can approach it like a puzzle where it's bad, but then you just keep adding things until you like it. It's so much fun. It's my favourite thing. I think this is really cool. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some pink mascara on my actual eyes, do a little lip, and then I think I'm done. Okay, I'm all done. I put the pink, it's the rose red fuchsia, it's the rose red Glisten Cosmetics mascara. And then on the lips, I've got, that's not even the right one. Stacey. Hello. And I put this Wonder Skin, oh my god. This Wonder Skin, it is glitter blue gloss on top, which by the way, it tastes incredible. But that's the finished look and I'm like obsessed with it, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know, I think it's really beautiful. It's messy, but I think it's cute. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm done. Had so much fun, learnt a lot. Hope you learnt something too. Bye.